Hello everyone, we're here today at Daytona International Speedway for race number 1 of the SuperStar Arca series and season 2 debut. Last week we had the dual races and that set the starting lineup and made the field for tonight's 100 lap race here at Daytona, 250 miles in total. Right now drivers are greening up for this long race here, the opening race of the SuperStar Arca Cup series. We'll take a quick look at our starting grid here for tonight's main event. No heat races here tonight, like I mentioned before. Duels were last week. Set the field here, and the duel winner is going to be first and second. In the first and second in qualifying, Samuel Hoff won the pole position last week. In the duel races, Connor Zabosian will be alongside him in second. Jared Skinner in third, Brandon Wallace in fourth, Ryan Sauer in fifth, Blake McClung in sixth, Zachary Taylor in seventh, Daniel Molnix in eighth, Greg Martin ninth, Isaiah Waltrus in 10th, Jimmy Geikis in 11th, Albert Lopez in 12th, Michael James in 13th, Brock Morris in 14th, Alex Anderson 15th, Michael Malm in 16th, Alan Kennedy in 17th, and Thomas Spencer in 18th. Mark Cofield will be in the 19th spot, and Nate Bogus will be in 20th. Bryce Holmcomb will be in 21st. Cameron Craig in 22nd. Hunter Sr. in 23rd. Jordan Evans 24th. Skylar Jones 25th. Ruben Rodas in 26th. Alex McQueen in 27th. John Peterson in 28th. Drivers currently rolling out onto the racetrack now. It's Jeremiah Holt 29th, Nathan Johnson in 30th. Last season's Daytona winner, starting pretty far back in the field in 30th place. And then 31st you have Dan Adams, and Donnie Kite will be 32nd. AJ Venezia will be 33rd. Kyle Herlinski will be 34th. Andrew Guetta will be 35th. Travis Sheed will be 26th. Tony Shelton will be 37th. Jake Wilson will be 38th. And rounding out your 40-car field here tonight, the last row on the grid for the RabbitHolePodcast.com 250 will be Timothy Presley and K.H. Donahue. That rounds out your grid here tonight at Daytona. Like I mentioned before, Samuel Hoff will be on pole position. One pole position pretty easily last week in the dual qualifying. Not partake too much in the heat. As we are growing green this time by RabbitHole.podcast.com 250 is underway here at Daytona. They're cleaning through 1 and 2. Field's getting sorted a little bit here. 3 wide for the race lead right now. Samuel Hoff, Brendan Wallace, and Connor Sabosian out in front. Now 3 wide for second. Samuel Hoff still on the inside lane, lean not inside pack for now. Off of turn 3 and 4. Hoff will lead the first lap here at Daytona. And we stay green for lap number 1. No first lap wreck or caution. All 4 drivers keep it clean for 2.5 miles. As the sun currently setting at Daytona, definitely going to be turned into nighttime here late in this one. And the laps around 2-hour long race, give or take. Could be a little bit more, could be a little bit less, depending on how the caution flag flies. Expect at least 3 pit stops here tonight. Be a window around 27 to 32 laps in total. Simulhoff side by side with Connor Sabosian. Most of the field still side by side. Wondering when or if we will see a single file train here soon once these guys get settled in after the first 10 or so laps. Bozen was our last season champion. Right now he has the race lead at Daytona. Only won one race last season. They're looking for some more here for season number 2. But he is the previous championship winner of season 1. Currently he's out front right now, leading the field at Daytona. Blake McClung on the outside there, leading the second group. Second lane on the outside, followed by Daniel Molnix right there in 4th place. The inside, Samuel Hoff just staying behind Connor Sabosian. Hoff probably just wants to stay behind Sabosian, save some fuel. Get that distance, try and make this a 2-stop race, 2 or 3-stop race. But it looks like I mentioned before, it's going to be 27 to 32 laps for fuel as caution flag is out. And Cameron Craighead slow. He has a little bit of damage there. Big wreck in the back. Donnie Kite flipping, barrel rolling on the inside apron, and he's going to be out of this one early. Same with Andrew Guetta, AJ Venezia, Nathan Johnson, last season winner, destroyed. He won last season at Daytona. He's not going to be back-to-back here at Daytona. So what happened is Donnie Kite just went flying through the air. Too bad I read this one. Oh, looks like the 40 of Cameron Craighead just basically turned Donnie Kite. Not sure if he's misjudged the place there. Big Arca break from JJ Venezia. Wow. Just destroyed Nathan Johnson and Donnie Kite even more. These are really just, honestly, kind of looked like he just lost his brakes. He barely slowed down at all, really. But, his car's flying. Travis Shee was involved there after that, too. But caution out early here on lap number 5. As about 5 or 6 cars going to be out of this one early. As Connor Sabosian currently our race leader here on lap 6. We'll see if there's anyone electing to go down pit lane and take some tires here. This looks like a few drivers coming down pit lane, not many. Brandon Wallace down pit lane. Cameron Craig, obviously. A bunch of drivers getting some black flags here. Alex McQueen has a black flag. 3 or 4 black flags due to, I believe, passing under yellow. But in the meantime, we're going to take a quick break for our first caution. We'll be right back after this.
Live, O'Leary, Johnson, and Holt. Holt will stop the top of the line. Across the line, it's going to be Holt by 0.006 of a second. We are underway. SuperStar here at Phoenix for 200 laps. Sixth machine around off turn 2. We have a caution on the racetrack. Huge wreck there. Samosian drives it in on the new tire. Off of turn 4. Caught Samosian. The new tire fall. The four tire fall. Watch out across the line. Caught Samosian steals away your chances.
As you're back live here at Daytona. The restart here on lap number 9. First caution of the night, lap 5. Got a few drivers here, a couple unable to continue, someone still pit lane, some still have black flags. We'll keep an eye on that. Jeremiah Holt, Alex McQueen, and Mark Cofield all have black flags right now. We'll see if those are going to be cleared on the restart. Right now, out front, Connors Bozian are current. Second place is Connors Bozian, and our race leader currently Blake McClellan. Actually, Zabosian is in the race lead. He chose the outside lane, excuse me. Currently, our race leader Connors Zabosian and Blake McClellan on the front row here. Restart here on lap number 8, coming to lap number 9. As the sun is setting in the background here at Daytona, Florida, Daytona Beach, Florida. And the green flag is back out here, underway here at Daytona. Back at it again. Drivers getting up to speed here slowly but surely. Go through 1 and 2. Some people jostling for position, but mostly just double file throughout the whole field. Not a lot of drivers pitting that last caution. Jeremiah Holt, Alex McQueen still have black flags, so the 95, the 73, and the 97 will all have to serve those black flags here shortly. The next 2 or 3 laps. We'll see if they serve them instantly or pay out a little bit. We're going to stay on another lap as the front runners getting pretty close together now, side by side. 4 or 5 rows deep for now. Currently right now just maintain pace, nothing too crazy, just slowly but surely just trying to burn some fuel, get some laps done here. Not be too aggressive. I think that's kind of the mindset of most of these drivers. Don't get it wrecked early. There's no stage points, so you have to finish to get good points here tonight at Daytona. So there's no reason to risk it early on in the first half of the race. Really, there's nothing to race for too much except for most laps led. But I mean, really, in the grand scheme of things, most laps led points. It's not too many compared to if you get racked out and lose all those points that you could possibly get. You have a lap traffic up ahead, not sure who it is. It is well, they really slowed down the front straightaway. I'm not seeing, I think it was Nathan Johnson, last season Daytona winner. Very slow on the outside. They blew by him in the tri-oval, almost like he was looking still for a second there. The one car almost got to the apron there. Might have been Michael James, looks like it was. So out front now, Blake McClung has cleared the outside lane. He had the opportunity to go to the outside, but he stays to the inside in front of Daniel Molnix. We'll see when pit stops happen here shortly. Next, as Connor Sebastian goes down to the inside, gonna leave him out to the outside by himself. Sebastian prefers that inside lane in front of Blake McClung. As like I said, pit stops will be happening here in the next 17 laps or so. Around lap 30. That early caution gonna move pit stops back a little bit maybe. So it looks like they'll happen around lap 30 to 34 instead of 27 to 32. Drivers were able to save some fuel under those 3 caution laps, which helps them stretch it out for another 2, maybe even 3 laps, maybe. As they come across the line here, it's going to be Hoff to lead that lap there in lap 13, coming to 14. Yeah, most of the field pretty calm, just single file throughout the back, but the top 12 or 14 or so double file, but everyone else like single file out on back. All the way down to the 33rd spot of Travis Sheet is in the back of the pack. Just single file right here, and you see on his nose. You can return 3 and 4. What this looks like here, you see all those cars right in front of him. We go back out in front. Still Simulhoff and Konsbosian. Inside and outside, leading these packs of cars. There are 15 laps in this one. Like I mentioned, we've only had 1 wreck so far tonight. Those drivers, 2 of them are still in the pit lane. A couple drivers had to serve some black flag penalties. Those drivers have served them tonight. That was Alex McLean, Jeremiah Holtz, and Mark Cofield. They have served their penalties. They're back in the pack, 1 lap down. But, you know, the penalties did get cleared, actually, it looks like. So they're on the lap, so they did not have to serve those penalties. So they did have a black flag, I'm guessing for passing under the yellow, but those penalties have been cleared by race control. They're back in the pack around 30th or so. Right now, the top 2 have pretty much stayed the same all night long so far. Samuel Hoff, Connor Bozen, no one's been really able to challenge too much. You saw Blake McLean up there, but he's in that 3rd place spot behind Sabosian on the inside lane. Overall, those 2 have pretty much led the majority of this race so far. We're only 17 laps into this one. As another lap car up ahead. I think that's Isaiah Waltrus, maybe. I believe so. That's Andrew Guetta, excuse me. It's Guetta on the outside wall. Giving as much space. Ooh, contact got sideswiped by the 88 there of Dane Adams. So he just sideswiped Andrew Guerra, who hit the outside wall. Adams might have some damage here on the right side. Doesn't look like he does have any right front damage. Could have some right side damage on that side of his car, but I mean, You sideswept him pretty good, going almost 180 miles per hour plus. Not something you want to do with some lap traffic. That could have ended really bad for that mid-pack. He was right in the middle of it, around that 14th, 15th, 16th place spot. But right now, these guys being pretty racy, a little dicey, a little swerving throughout the field. Seems like the drivers want to mix up some spots, kind of bored riding around. Gotta get in good position for these pit stops. And their lap car coming up the racetrack. Lap car up, also up ahead. Pretty wide now. Lap traffic. Go get to the lap traffic. Looks like they will. No car number in that one. It'd be Ryan Sauer. Yes, it is. Ryan Sauer, Donnie Kite on the racetrack here. He was the one coming out of pit lane. The machine barrel rolling on turn 1 and 2. For that caution, but same off. Connors and Bosun still out front, leading this pack so far. So Bosing is clear up top. If he wants to take it, will he do so? No, he stays to the bottom in front of Blake McClung. And off, still getting pushed by Jared Skin on the top side there. Right now the pack's starting to form up a little bit more. The outside lane forming up quite a bit in the back there. Now they're all the way side by side, all the way down to around 27th place. So about 14 rows deep now. Side by side front pack. It was around 6 rows deep. And now people are starting to get a little bit aggressive, trying to get some spots up here before the pit stops happen. As one car, 25, of Jimmy Geikus. I think he almost hit the outside wall in the trial. They're not sure if he just lost concentration for a second. That's all it takes, going 190 miles per hour here at Daytona. So it was a second of concentration, and you're on the outside wall. You don't even know how sometimes, but the outside lane's starting to form up quite a bit. We'll see how aggressive these guys are before the pit stops. We'll be having around 10 laps from now if we stay green. And if we take a look back at last season, those pit stops made and break your race pretty much. I mean, it's a lot of drivers over here. I think we only had like under 10 drivers actually make on the pit lane cleanly out a penalty or any issues last season. So that has to be in the back of these drivers' mind, that cannot mess up on pit lane. I mean, it's a long race, but to come back from a lap down, maybe even 2 laps down, is almost impossible given how many drivers there are in the field. So you just can't make any mistakes, especially early on. I mean, you'd rather make one now than, let's say, lap 60 or 70, but still, a mistake is a mistake, and it would cost you big time here at Daytona. But we'll see what happens here. Zabosian off. Like I mentioned this before, still just laying out front. 22, 23 laps into this one. Looking unstoppable so far. No one's been able to make it 3 wide yet. No one's really attempted to. You know that, I mentioned this before, it's a long race. So got 75 plus laps to go here in this one. So reality is, I mean, really shouldn't really be pushing until like 15 laps to go to get yourself up front. Ooh, up the racetrack goes McLean, almost in the left rear. Same with off there. Off of turn 2. So 3 wide right there in the back. Right behind Dan Adams, or maybe John Peterson right there. Yes, it is. Look for Riker and Craig right behind him. Craighead 1 lap down. You kind of have a mix of lap traffic mixed with the leaders right now. On that caution and that wreck. Early on this one, they kind of mixed together, mingled in this pack right now. As we're almost to the quarter point of this race. Currently the sun setting more and more. It's gonna track time's gonna go down and down here in this Florida evening. Take a quick look at our weather while these guys kind of just riding around. As another lap traffic up there. Nathan Johnson completely destroyed. As Hoff clears now for the race lead in front of Connor Sebastian. So does Jared Skinner. Wow. Did not expect that, as now Sebastian, third car in line, now up top as the 44 of Craig Martin. Now up into the outside, leading the outside pack now. Let's get a look at most positions gained so far tonight. Timothy Presley up 25 positions. He's right now in 14th spot. I believe he started in 39th. Last row of the field, row 20 of this 40 car field. Very impressive for him. Now the inside lane kind of dying out as one car goes to the bottom. Yes, they will. Two of them will. And now Sebastian goes from pretty much the race lead to fifth car in line on the inside as they're starting to form up. And that tells me pit stops are happening soon. You can see the outside lane completely dead. There are only 6 cars or 5 cars that we can see. 6 now, really. And none of them really working too well together. You got Martin and Senior up top. Jordan Evans a little further back, but no one up top really working together too well. And pit stops happening here shortly. That's what the number was, 27 to 32. Looks like in the next 3-4 laps, we'll see some drivers dive down pit lane. And first stops of the night here under green. Oh, contact in the back. That's Blake McLean around. We have a caution out and back as one car flying through the air. Has no caution out yet. There it is. As a 20 of Zachary Tyler as he's over on his wheels. Same with Jordan Evans in that 3 machine. There's actually Thomas Spencer in the 3 machine. As there's a big wreck in the mid pack here around 10th spot and on back right before the pit stops were going to happen. So we will not see those green flag pit stops take place just yet, as a couple of drivers had meatballs. Michael James, Zachary Tyler, he was on his wheels, off his wheels actually. It happened around just a checkup right there. Caused a pretty massive wreck as drivers just trying to avoid, and more drivers just piling in. I'm not sure if Thomas Spencer wasn't able to check up in time, just dove into that wreck pretty late. Another case of a driver that probably should not have been in that wreck, but anyways, I mean, looks like it was the 10 machine. That's who it was. Blake McClung and Isaiah Waltress were McClung was trying to get to the inside. Wasn't clear quite yet, and behind them, a big stack up. That wreck right there caused Zachary Tyler to stack up big time and caused a pretty big wreck in the mid-pack. Jeremiah Holt involved there. Kind of boy just got clipped in the rear end there. Not too badly damaged. But in the meantime, pit stops happening right now. And Imhoff into his box are posted over tonight's race. We'll see when the first driver off the pit lane is, as we thought pit stops would happen here a little around this time, and they are, but there will be under caution. That's off of pit lane first. No one stays out. Everyone else coming off the pit lane right now. As we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back before the green flag here at Daytona. As we're back here live at Daytona for the rabbithole.podcast.com 250. Imhoff currently in the race lead. Alongside him, Jared Skinner on the bottom. Just had our second caution of the night here off of turn 4. A little bit of a checkup there from my Dale Waltrus and Blake McClung. About to go back green this time by. This car is off and green flag is back out here in lap 31. Off with a good start, get a good swing inside, most likely with his teammate Jared Skinner. I guess that's exactly what he does. And the inside lane really formed up, and Green and Molnick on the outside all by himself. Got the slot inside behind Connors Bozian, most likely. Looks like not quite clear yet. I'm guessing that's what he'll do here on the back show. You know, he's going to stay to the top side, so he wants to leave that outside lane. Anyone go with him here shortly. Enter in turn 3 as you see one driver in the 42 of Hunter Sr. closing on the inside lane. You go through 3 and 4, only 2 cars up top, really close together. It's 44 of Craig Martin. Trying to get up the Molnick's right up there. They got up together, so they paid here on lap number 29, so expect the next pit stop to be around lap 60 or so if we go green the rest of the way. Could be a little sooner than that, could be around 58 or so, 59 possibly, but around that mark on lap 60. Give or take 2 or 3 laps. But we've had 2 cautions so far, one right before the pit stops and one early on, lap 5. But we'll see how aggressive these guys are here. Midpoint of this race, already 32 laps into this one, so kind of comfortable with the car so far. Probably the temperature dropping, tire wear looking pretty good. See here, they tell me you don't really experience too much tire wear, but maybe just a little bit of grip loss throughout the run, but nothing too severe. Van Hoff still leading out in front. Right now we have currently 30 cars on the lead lap, last one being Thomas Spencer. He's lost the main pack, he has some damage there, was involved in that last wreck there. Thomas Spencer all the way back in 30th. Last car on the lead lap. Hoff continue to be on the bottom lane, getting pushed by his teammate Jared Skinner. Onyx and Craig Martin on the top right there. The outside lane forming up a little bit there. You see Dan Adams getting pushed by John Peterson, that 43 machine. As we give you a little Ellerin crank it up here on lap 35. We're back here at Daytona. We'll crank it up session there, but right now Simoloff still leading out in front, but Daniel Wong's getting a good shove now from Craig Martin out to the outside lane. We'll see how good their opportunity is here. Maybe take the race lead away from Simoloff. Control the inside lane if they want to. I mean, some people prefer to be on the outside, which makes sense. You have more room to the top side if there is a wreck, but some people prefer to be in the bottom, just kind of personal preference. I mean, sometimes, I usually like to be on the bottom just so I can use the apron as a help if there's a wreck up in front. But sometimes, maybe I don't like to drive on the inside, so I go to the outside lane and be like, just pass them and get around them. Looks like they're gonna use a lap car as a little bit of draft on the Spencer right there. Doesn't really help too much, but we're coming to lap 41. 60 laps to go already in this one. Still expecting two more pit stops here at least, if we do stay green. See what this strategy is here for these drivers. So 20 laps to go for the pit stops, so that's what you gotta be thinking about here. Is the pack has grown a lot smaller than it was at the beginning. We only have a 20 car pack here instead of around a 31 car pack earlier for the last pit stop. The packs have split up, so that second pack there during the crank it up, they're about 8 seconds back from the main pack. Make it 9. That's something led by Timothy Presley. A bunch of pretty kind of honestly beat up race cars in the mid pack there. A few of them had some damage, getting involved in some wrecks earlier, but some of these drivers still have clean cars so far. Some of them are lap downs, kind of a good mix of group drivers here. They're just not quick enough to stay with the main pack, because another lap car up ahead guys pull off to the apron. Found a number on that one. I believe it could be Zachary Tyler. No. Probably another one up here. Sorry about that. But we only have one car out of tonight's race so far, which is Michael Malm in 40th. Everyone else is still either in the pit lane fixing their damage or on the racetrack. Gage Venez is still in pit lane, 37 laps down. One driver coming off pit lane, that's Albert Lopez in 38th. So no drivers have really retired from the session too much, even after we've seen some flips, barrel rolling, and some chaos in those two first cautions. We've yet really to see a big one. There's about 5 or 6 drivers involved. There's one car on the wall as we're going to go. Ooh, that was John Peterson on the outside wall. Isaiah Waltrus moving up the racetrack. Not sure if it was a lot closer or not. Let's take a quick look at that one. You see there, this is off of turn 2 right here. Peterson up top. Waltrus moving up top there. Pearson was kind of overreacted. It wasn't really much of a, wasn't really close to be honest from this point of view, but maybe a little bit closer in the cockpit. But Waltrus goes to the outside, and as Molnix, we missed it, takes the race lead away from Simoloff as he clears with a good shove from Craig Martin. Take a look at that one there as we missed that. Was right when we took the break, as actually no, it happened before. Excuse me. As Craig Martin now leads up top, as Blake McLean on the top side now. Now Martin and McLean, Molnix leading the pack now as running a lot of traffic up ahead. I believe that would be. Ooh, almost. Ooh, that was very close right there. That was Zachary Tyler. Almost into a race leader. Looked like Craig Martin. Looked very close there. Not sure if he realized how much quicker these drivers are than he is. As now Martin clears the inside line. Now Blake McClung up top. He's being pushed by Kyle Herlinski, that 22 machine.
Yeah. Bet you would say that.
Now Martin now clears the outside lane. Will he jump up there? Will he stays the bomb in front of Daniel Molnix? So he's stay in front of Molnix. As good shove from Herlinski to the top side. Blake McClung getting shoved by Herlinski there. Good run on off turn 2. We'll see if they can keep their momentum up here off for turn 4. So Molnix moves up the racetrack almost into Craig Martin there. Gonna be a Blake McClung. So the sun has set here at Daytona. Very, very beautiful sunset there in the background of Daytona Beach. As the lights have been on for a while here at Daytona, but everything just looks better at night at Daytona usually. That is the case here also in iRacing. There's lap traffic up ahead also. Got to go down, push some drivers down a little bit. Don't want to make too much contact, if any at all, as they get through clean by Thomas Spencer there. So 3 wide now here as Carlin's getting shoved back, he tried to make a move on Blake McClung, as now chaos ensues as Daniel Molnix now up to the top side in front of McClung. Now Hoff can clear to the top. Will he do so here? He's likely, and so far tonight he's going to stay to the bottom and stay behind Craig Martin. Probably just save some fuel for now. And some more lap traffic up ahead. Turn 4. Gotta go low here. Yeah, again, you guys got quite a bit here tonight. A lot of damage. Race cars still on the racetrack, playing some laps and hoping some of these drivers get involved in a big wreck here, blow their engines possibly, and can't continue. Daniel Molnix now clears to the bottom. Will he go down in front of Craig Martin? Not quite yet. Entering 1 and 2. Now they're side by side off the exit of turn 2 here, as we're officially halfway through the race here at Daytona. 125 miles down, 125 to go. Molnix clears now to the bottom in front of Craig Martin. Brings Blake McClung now at the top in the pack. As Bryce Holcomb up in that 4th place spot. Haven't seen him all night long. up here in the top 5. He's going to be pushing Blake McClung to the race lead. Could clear to the bottom if he wants to. He does so. And now Bryce Holcomb will now be up top, being pushed by Kyle Helinski. As Will McClung used both lanes. Looked through 3 and 4 like he was going to go to the top side. Not able to. So McClung on the bottom as Tim Wilhoff is trucked down. He's got 8th place spot. Same with Connor Zabozin, Jared Seeger. I think they were saving fuel here these last few laps, knowing that they were out in front for quite a while. They know they burned quite a bit of fuel compared to the rest of the field. There's more lap traffic up ahead. Three wide now here. Middle of the pack. Jordan Evans trying to make a move on. Or Jimmy Geikus, I believe, in a 25 machines. So 3 wide. Ruben Rodas now in the middle. Brock Morris on the inside. 3 wide for around 12th place. Now slow car up top. Lap traffic up ahead. Alan Kennedy on the top side. Is now everyone going to the inside lane as Bryce Holcomb now goes the inside in front of Blake McClung. To the outside lane goes Kyle Helinski, being pushed by Isaiah Waltrus on the top side. Will Helinski clear? No, he won't. This shows me pit stops happening once again. This is pretty much deja vu what happened last time before we had the second caution. Everyone going to the bottom, starting to warm up here for pit stops, getting ready for it at least. As we're right around that point, next 5 or so laps, we will see drivers heading down pit lane for maybe the first time under green, but we don't know yet. I said that last time, but there was a caution pretty much a lap or 2 before they were going to do so. Will that repeat this time? Shalinski is going off of turn 2. Will he go to the inside now? He's getting pushed by Waltrus on the back there. He is clear for the race lead if he wants it to the inside. He's going to stay up top. Interesting strategy with pit stops looming here pretty shortly. Still goodbye to the top 4 for now. No one else around the outside except Jordan Evans all by himself, no help behind him. Jonesky is clearly go to the bottom now. 4 cars up top. And it looks like drivers come down pit lane. How clean will they be? McCall braking. He's gonna spin onto pit lane, locks it down. Did not speed in the pit lane, but gonna be a lot of time lost there for Blake McClung. Is out back in front. There, Waltrus. Karlinski now leading the pack. As Daniel Molnix, Ryan Sauer, Blake McClung leading there. Same with Timothy Preston and a few others in the second pack. Coming off of turn 4 here. Who else will come down pit lane? Looks like Rolinski will. Most of the rest of the front pack. Still one driver cutting through the grass. So that's Jordan Evans. Cuts through the grass, does not make pit lane. He's gonna spin actually on the apron there. He's got backed up. No caution out yet. As that could be one right there. And it's not. Actually, Hunter Sr. has a meatball flag from going on the pit lane. Not sure what happened to the 42 machine. Direct going on the pit lane as other drivers. Ruben Rodas missed pit road. And he hits Hunter Sr. and that gives him a meatball flag. Right front is damaged. And wow, that slight contact from the pit road is going to end Hunter Sr.'s night. His other pit stops coming here. Craig Martin, Emil Hoff. Makes it easily on pit lane. No black flags that I can see so far. So everyone made it the pit lane cleanly. Relatively speaking, cleanly. But Hunter Sr. out of this one, out of contention of this one, with 40 laps to go. This was one of the most important stops of the night, if not the most important stop. So we'll have to make one more pit stop after this one, but this one really is going to set up this field, and we'll see where everyone comes out. I see Mohoff coming off pit lane right now. That's Karlinski. I think there's only the pack of two here with Isaiah Walters behind him. And John Peterson behind him, and Jimmy Geikis. So we'll see where this all cycles out. I see Mohoff, Craig Martin coming off pit lane right now. Go to the back stretch camera here, and you'll see these are the race leaders crossing right there. Slowly making their way up to speed as realize won't give Roy a pack of 4, I believe, once everything cycles out. But we will have to wait and see. As we have lap traffic of Ruben Rodas and Donnie Kite also involved behind Craig Martin, as another lap traffic of 23 of Michael James also up there. So here comes Karlinski. Oh, splits in the middle with Isaiah Walters. Wow, what a move as here comes John Peterson and Jimmy Geikis. Blow past these guys. Ruben Rodas leading the inside lane, but he is a lap down. And Karlinski will take the race lead here on lap 62. And the pit cycles are complete. We have a 7-car pack up here up front. Connor Sbosian, Alex Anderson, Daniel Molnix, Brock Morris, and Jacob Wilson lead the second pack behind them. Only 1.5 seconds back, so they have a chance to catch these guys if they work well enough together. You can see from the front hood cam, pretty much nose cam of Connor Sbosian. They're not too far in front, so, and they have a little drafting help from Michael James. It's kind of a good bridge in between these guys as they are gaining time on our front pack. Him and Brock Moore, Alex Anderson working really well together. Those two battled out for the championship last season. We gotta catch up to the main pack here with under 40 laps to go. There's one more pit stop will be required for tonight's race. No matter what, even if we have a caution here now. Side by side for the race lead, Jimmy Geikis could lead, I believe, his first lap of the night at least. I don't remember him being in front at the line the night so far, but he'll lead his first lap of the night. Getting pushed by Timo Hoff behind him. We saw a lot of action on pit lane there. The quick little recap. We had Jordan Evans miss pit lane, spin out into the travel, almost triggered the caution there, but no caution was out for him. Then we had Ruben Rodas miss pit lane, go through the grass, spin out, and hit Hunter Sr., which gave him a meatball flag and eliminates his shot of winning here tonight. That was a little bit of a recap. We didn't really see everything else. We saw a few other drivers miss pit lane maybe that we don't know of. It's only 3 drivers that we know majorly had major incidents there on pit lane. And those were the 3 I just mentioned. But I'm sure there was a few others that we did not catch on the cameras that had some sort of trouble on the pit lane. And the same thing happened last season at Daytona. 5 drivers missed pit lane, locked up, went through the grass, wrecked, etc. They still have one more pit stop to go, so we still have that one more time to make that mistake maybe if we stay green the rest of the way. Pit stop will happen around lap 90 or so, 85 to 90. So we have 10 laps to go and you cannot really rebound from that mistake. So you have to be perfect here on the last pit stop, being in the pit lane and into your box, no contact either. So update on the second group of Alex Anderson, Connor Sabosian, etc. They have caught back up to the main pack here. Team with Alex Anderson, Brock Morris, and Jacob Wilson. There's a 12-car main car pack. Everyone else is pretty much gone. Blake McClung, 13 seconds back. We saw him make a big mistake on pit lane. He spun out also. One driver forgot to mention he's working right now with Tony Shelton. The car tandem up here with some lap traffic around them. But he's right now in 13th place. 19 seconds back from the main pack. So it just shows how spread out this field is after the 12 front runners in this main pack. Zelensky and Isaiah Walters tonight have worked really well together. Top traffic up ahead yet again. There's a little 3 wide. Samuel Hofka split Jimmy Geikus 3 wide middle. As a car on the wall, that's Jared Skinner and Connor Sabosian along the outside. That may allow Geikus to move up, just not enough as the outside lane has really died down after that move. As Geikus now slots in front of Ruben Rodas, the lap car. He's behind Craig Martin, who's in 4th place right now as the outside lane, the Juicy Spider train on the outside lane. Kind of at the outside wall, Connor Sabosian and Jared Skinner, and kind of killed Samuel Hoff's run on the outside. Oh, up the racetrack goes Craig Martin. Not sure if he clipped the apron there or something like that. Clipped that yellow line. Shot him up the racetrack. But these drivers gaining the position here. Even though that last pit stop happened in 20 laps or so, they still want to get in that good track position here late in this one. Be where you need to be to win the race. You're not going to win the race most likely in 10th place unless everyone else wrecks in front of you. You have to really be in the top 5. So a really slow car on the inside. There's Alex McQueen on the inside also, so I'm not sure if there was some incident there between those two, maybe. We're now off out in front on the outside. Berlinski out in front on the inside. As 30 laps to go here at Daytona. This main pack forming up quite a bit with those lap cars. Slowly but surely. latching onto the rear end of the field. I'm not sure exactly how many cars we have in the field as might be it's at least 12 main cars. It's 3 wide now for the race lead. No. Walter's gonna back it up there. I think he was peeking his nose to the inside for Linsky. Don't know if he meant to. That's got a little hot to get a good run. Will he clear to the inside? No, he won't. Through 3 and 4. Zelensky, I think, clear up top. Will he make it work? As Ruben Rodas looking 3 wide up top there, maybe. He's behind Connor Sabrosi. He's going to push by Daniel Molnix, I believe. We got Daniel Molnix behind Ruben Rodas. And right now, the lucky dog position would go to Ruben Rodas in that 5 machine. So that's why he's racing so hard to stay in front of Travis Sheed, who's also in the main pack here. And with Skylar Jones, who's right there in that 47 machine on the outside. We also have a 2-car pack here. Second pack about half a lap behind the main pack. So that's also mixed in with some lap traffic and some lead lap cars. So again, like I mentioned, this field really spread out here. About half a lap between 12th and 13th. And everyone else is a 1 lap down. So we have in total, I believe, 19 cars on the lap in total. Right now, lucky dog position would go to Ruben Rodas, who's right in the main pack on the 4th lane. Both driver back on the outside, so he's in a really good spot here to get the lucky dog if there is a caution, and he's winding laps of the race. We'll do a little Elro, crank it up here with 26 laps to go here at Daytona. Direct here at Daytona. On the other end, crank it up there as Karlinski and Samuelhoff still 1-2 out in front. Off on leading the outside lane. Karlinski on the bottom lane, the inside. Once these guys side drafting a little bit more aggressively here as we're getting to the closing stages of this race. 78 laps so far complete, 23 to go. And still one more pit stop looming on these drivers in the top 12. And around 6 or 7 more drivers in the main pack that are laps down, trying to get their lap back here late and have a chance to win this one. Through 1-2 they go. Lap traffic again, that's Donnie K, I believe, on the outside lane. Being passed by the main pack here. More lap traffic up ahead. Pack of 3 on the outside lane. As Hopper and Lewinsky still working both lanes on the top and bottom. Good job so far tonight for Hoff. He's been up front pretty much all night long, explaining with Skinner and Sabosian. They've been working together. Obviously, their teammates Juicy Spider Racing there up top. As lap traffic pulls to the bottom, pulls off the track. Makes way for the race leaders. Is to the top side. There you go, as we go 1 lap down. It's Bryce Holm and I believe Blake McClung now in pit lane. He was leading this race earlier, has maybe some damage on that race car. He doesn't have a meatball, but he's in pit lane 4 laps down. He's one of the front runners before the pit stop there. He made a big mistake on the pit lane. That just goes to show how quickly your night can just go from bad to worse here at Daytona. So McClung 4 laps down, outside the top 25 right now, most likely out for tonight's race. Definitely does not have a chance to win this one late. It's still 2x2 through most of the field now. Pretty deep through the field. And only 12 of these cars up here are on the lead lap, so about 6 or 7 of them are not on the lead lap right now. It'll be Ruben Rodas, he's the 4th car on the outside lane. The others I can see, I think more so in the back. I think Steven Jacob Wilson up here. Got Brock Morris, who's in 12th place, the last driver on the lead lap here. This back is contact hard on the wall. Goes a driver. That's Connor Sabosian in the outside wall. As that checks up the outside lane pretty big as we're looking in the back there. What happened? As lap traffic making them go high. Sabosian just scrapes the outside wall very slow. Hard to get out the outside wall with these Arca cars, how skewed they are. Like Sabosian doesn't look like he has too much major damage on that race car. He's going to fall back all the way down to around that 10th place spot behind Jimmy Geikus. So now it's one less teammate for Juicy Spider Racing out in front on the outside lane. Still got Samuel Hoff and Jared Skinner out there. In his next few laps, lap 84 right now. Still have one more pit stop here in around 5 laps or so. How early will these drivers come in? I think they were coming around at the same time, try to stay together and not break up too much. As draft is very important here at Daytona. I'm saying obviously, once you lose the draft, you're pretty much done. You go out and oh, ball just clips the inside apron there in the travel. It's a bit loose now. Behind your list gets well off to get a good round through travel there. And out through 1 and 2. And he clear to the inside with a push from Jared Skinner, his teammate behind. Walensky still leads on the bottom, Hoff still leads on the top. Those two have not really changed since the pit stop cycle has happened. Turning before they go, Hoff has a good run. I just don't know if he'll leave his teammate of Jared Skinner up top. I think he's just going to stay up top with Jared Skinner until pit stops will happen. One driver, Brock Morris, comes down pit lane. And Alex Anderson, a few others, Thomas Spencer, and Jacob Wilson coming down pit lane. 4 of them together. Early pit stop here in lap 87. They can't make it easily on fuel. But they might want to... They probably just want to split away from the main pack and just try to work together. Because when you have a bunch of drivers coming out pit lane at the same time, it could get hectic. Some contacts could happen. And that's probably why those 4 elected to pit early, away from the main pack pretty much. Also, you have to probably take 2 tires here because you have, or maybe just no tires honestly, because you only have to do a splash and dash really. Probably only have to take around 5 to 6 gallons here, which takes less time than a 2 tire stop. So you barely take any fuel here late in this one. Maybe a little bit extra just in case there's a green light checkered. But that's it. Only 5 gallons, 5 to 6 gallons I would take here on this final pit stop. Just get in the pit lane, get in your box as quick as possible, and get out. And now we're on lap 89, so I'm expecting pit stops to pretty much happen this time by really. For the main pack, they pitted around 29 laps to go. So I mean, this is just right in the middle of the fuel window. As Dane Adams goes up top, gets out of the way from the main pack. And we'll see what happens here. As there they go. Bottom lane, Kyle Linsky, Isaiah Walters, John Peterson, Daniel Molnix, I believe. Those are the drivers on the lead lap that pitted. And Timothy Presley, I believe, coming out pitting also. Back out in front, you got Jared Skinner, Samuel Hoff, Jimmy Geikus, Craig Martin, Carnes Zabosian have not pitted yet. I think you got Ruben Rodas also in there. Rodas gets hit in the rear end with 42 machine of Hunter Sr. Remember, those two made contact on the pit lane, so Hunter Sr. probably not too happy with Ruben Rodas into his night prematurely, still 6 laps down, but in 27th. So he turns Ruben Rodas on the pit lane. That's what I just mentioned. He's got an intent wreck him there on the pit road entries. One driver spinning on the pit lane. That's Jared Skinner. It's very loose. There's no cautions out for that one. As Hunter Sr. just intent surely back to Ruben Rodas, which is a interesting strategy right with the main pack. But you know, people do interesting things anyways in real life. But as pit stops happen here for the main pack drivers. Simhoff gets off early. Jared Skinner with a bad stop. Still in his box. Maybe got a black flag actually, as he's going to stay in his box for now. Now Daniel Molnick's coming off the lane right there. Or coming past pit lane, excuse me. As it looks like Jared Skinner does get a black flag there for speeding on pit road. But Craig Martin, Jimmy Geiges, Simhoff coming up pit lane at the same time. They're going to have to block these drivers behind, as they're already grouped up together. As these guys are not the main pack. Here comes Kyle Herlinski. And that is for the race lead. So Herlinski takes the lead away from Craig Martin. Final pit stops have happened, and we're coming to 10 laps to go. Under 10 laps to go now this time by. So 225 miles to go. And, no cautions have happened since lap 30. Herlinski and Peterson right now, and Molnix, the top 3, working together well. As Craig Martin still not up to speed yet with Jimmy Geiges. They're about a second back from Daniel Molnix, but there are a bunch of lap traffic on the inside lane. And this is going to be really interesting coming to this finish here. Now Molnix in the race lead. Herlinski, Peterson now on the bottom. Here comes Jimmy Geiges. Ooh, one lap car is slipping in there right in front of Jimmy Geiges. That was a very risky move by Timothy Presley, but he is fighting for a lucky dog position. As Jared Skinner getting past there, he was in the main pack as he goes one lap down here. As Presley now the lucky dog position, as Hoff behind also of Geiges. As this is going to be a pretty big mess to deal with here. These closing laps, the lap traffic mixed with the lead lap cars. You don't really know who's who at this point. Who's in the right position, as everyone's really squirrely right now on back. Here comes off to the outside, getting a good shove from Craig Martin. Can he make a run here with 7 laps to go? He's side drafting Jimmy Geiges. Geiges side drafting him back. Down the back straight away they go. And Timothy Presley going to move up. No, he's going to stay back low. No, he goes back up. Can't really make up his mind too much here. But he is a lap down car, so... Ooh, big block from Herlinski. That was a very aggressive move here in these Arca cars, as if you get bumped in the wrong place around, you go easily. Herlinski on the outside lane going to lead this pack, and he's going to clear Molnix. Will he move out to the bottom? Brent or Molnix? No, he won't, as he'll leave it here with 6 to go at Daytona. Herlinski has that buffer between him and Hoff on the outside lane. His big side drop there is Presley really pushing Herlinski hard down the outside lane. Herlinski is clear on the bottom yet again. Will he go down to the bottom? No, he doesn't. He stays up top. Hoff can make it 3 wide on the lap traffic. Oh, Presley. He does it perfectly now. He's right behind Herlinski. They give Herlinski a good shove in the left rear. Off the exit, turn 4. As Craig Martin got a bit loose from the push from Cameron Craig in the back. So now the top 6 here in this pack are on the lead lap. Got Molnix on the bottom, Herlinski up top. Being the outside lane. Herlinski with a good shove from Hoff, entering turn 1 and 2. That's 5 laps to go here at Daytona. Lap car on the wall in the back. You can see how racing these drivers are getting already here with 5 to go. Cannot blame them at all as Connor Sebastian a little further back here with Alex Anderson, Brock Morrison, Jacob Wilson in the pack behind. They're catching up here shortly. And they're trying to haul themselves up here with 4 laps to go. They're about 1.5 seconds as Jimmy Geigis rolls around right in front of the main pack as they're wrecking the back of the main pack as Jimmy Geigis around flipping over as we have a huge wreck in the front straightaway. Multiple cars involved. As Connor Zabozi involved, Jimmy Geigis involved. And Geigis was flipping. You got Alex Anderson, Meatball Flag, Jeremiah Holt, Mark Cofield. We have a caution here with 4 laps to go. Coming across the stripe. Happened right in the main pack with Jimmy Geigis. I think a bad shove there may have caused that one. Geigis on the bottom. Behind him, just a bad shove from lap traffic there. Then one of Ryan Sauer right there in 30th, 8 laps down. Not sure why he's being so aggressive on the bumper there. Went up the racetrack, went back down, trying to bump Jimmy Geigis in. Round they go, and Geigis flipping in the second pack, just piling in really. Connor Sebastian, Jeremiah Holt, Jacob Wilson piling in there. That's gonna be the 3rd caution of the night, and we got, I believe, an unofficial. No, we got an official green-white checkered here. As Karolinski now leads here at Daytona. Do these guys have enough fuel? Did they take enough fuel for the green-white checkered? We'll find out here shortly. As we'll be seeing these drivers go down pit lane here with 3 laps to go. Be green-white checkered here. And will these drivers have enough fuel even to make it for those green-white checkers? If we have another one, some may, some may not. It's like Anderson will come up pit lane. He has a meatball flag. Sebastian doesn't have a hood, so I mean, a little bit of damage for a 45 machine. A lot of our front runners, Sebastian, Geigis, Anderson, Presley, who was on the was Lucky Dog candidate, has a meatball flag. Jeremiah Holt has a meatball flag. Our Kofo's got a black flag. Karolinski stays out. So we'll speak to our current race leader of Karolinski here to see if he's in Discord server. Hello, Kyle. You got a copy?
What's happening right now?
Hello, you got a copy, Kyle? The booth.
Yeah.
Right now, you're leading this thing here with a green-white checker. What's going through your mind for these last 2 laps?
Keep Sam behind me.
That's pretty simple for you.
That's it.
You've led a lot of this race here tonight. What's your what's been the biggest thing that's really helped you out? Just lean the pack and lean the inside and the outside lane so far.
Actually, when I was on the inside, it was my teammate Isaiah. You know, he was pushing me, you know, so well that Sam or any of his teammates, that because they were all hooked up on the top lane, that they couldn't clear us. And then we kind of did the same thing when we were had to do that last green flag pit stop. We stayed out longer than we wanted to, just to kind of keep like a wall down the bottom line to keep them from being able to pit, which then helped us on the way back around again because they had to kind of lift and save, I'm guessing.
Well, I'll leave it to you here with 2 laps to go. Good luck in the rest of this one.
Thanks, man.
That was Karolinski, currently our first place driver. He was pretty simple on what he had to do. Keep Samuel Hoff behind him. Which, I mean, that's not a bad strategy. Those two pretty much been 1-2 lots in the second half of this race tonight. Right now we only have 12 cars in a lap, and a couple of these drivers are very damaged, like Jacob Wilson, Alex Anderson, Connor Sabosian. Finally gets a shit back. Same with Jimmy Geica. So really only 8 cars not damaged, I believe. Maybe 7 on the lap. So only 6 cars in the these top 6 cars of Kyle Herlinsky, Daniel Molnex, John Peterson, Seymour Hoff, Brock Morris, and Isaiah Walters right now on the lead lap. Everyone else behind them, pretty much 1 lap down, or they've got to start in the rear of the field here tonight on this restart. So here we go. 2-lap shootout, 5 miles. This Saturday race winner here tonight. The Rabbit Hole Podcast.com 250. Who will get it done here these next 2 laps? As Caroline's going to lead us to the green this time by pace car. Going to take the hard left turn on the pit lane. Carolinsky will get on the gas pedal here in the Geico research zone, and we're back under green here at Daytona. 6 cars, top 6 right now. Top 7 actually. We'll be fighting it out here as they get up to speed here slowly but surely through 1 and 2. Zelensky just going to try to keep Hoff behind him. His teammate Isaiah Walters on the top side, 3 cars deep, so he has no teammate help behind. On the top side, Daniel Molnick's going to get a good run off of turn 2. Will he clear down to turn 3 and 4? Looks like he will. Will he stay up top? That would have been a really risky move here. Comes to the white flag this time by. Will they make it back? 1/2 a straightaway to go to the white flag this time by. Looks like we will. 1 lap to go here at Daytona. Who will get it done here in 2.5 miles? Daniel Molnick's on the top, getting pushed by John Peterson. Behind him, Peterson all of the back bumper of Molnick's. Off, not doing a good job of pushing Kyle Herlinsky up there. Off, and Brock Morris on the behind him. The inside lane really fading back quickly as Molnick's is clear from the bottom. Will Peterson go to the bottom also? Peterson go up top. He goes back to the bottom. Peterson now side by side for the race lead. He won the Rookie Rumble a few weeks ago to get into the race even, as Peterson has no help behind. Walters up top, side drafting Peterson now. Peterson here comes the shove from Kyle Herlinsky. Herlinsky get a good shove to Peterson, coming to the line. Daniel Molnick, all clear for now. Will he get it there? No, Molnick will barely get it at the line. Daniel Molnick will win here tonight at Daytona. What a finish there, as no one could really do anything on the outside lane. The inside lane really just died down really quickly. But Daniel Molnick will win the Rabbit Hole Podcast.com 250 here at Daytona. And John Peterson almost had it. He won the Rookie Rumble to get into this. They didn't even have a chance to qualify in. He qualifies in last week, and he finishes second by 19 thousandths of a second. What a run for John Peterson there. Almost pulled it off at the end. The start of the show, Daniel Molnick picks up the win here tonight at Daytona. Very well deserved win for Daniel Molnick, ran up front all night long. It's got burned down here at the front straightaway, the World Center of Racing. Daniel Molnix, Parks, and the start finish. I'm going to take a quick break. Be right back with our top 3 interviews. As we're back here live at Daytona, we'll look quickly at our race results here in a moment. As we just saw Daniel Molnix will win here tonight over John Peterson in second, Isaiah Walters in third, Kyle Linsky fourth, Craig Martin fifth, Brock Morris in sixth, Samuel Hoffman seventh, Alex Anderson eighth, Tony Sullivan ninth, Jacob Wilson rounding out your top 10. Carlos Bozzi in 11th, and Jimmy Geikus, the last driver on the lead lap, in 12th. Jared Skinner 13th, Skylar Jones 14th, Travis Sheed 15th, Dan Adams 16th, Ruben Rodas in 17th, Brandon Wallace 18th, Bryce Holm in 19th, Alex McQueen in 20th, Cameron Craighead 21st, Jordan Evans 22nd, Mark Cofield 23rd, Thomas Spencer 24th, Timothy Presley 25th, Jeremiah Holt 26th, Hunter Sr. in 27th, Nate Bogus in 28th, Zachary Tyler in 29th, and Alan Kennedy in 30th. The last 10 drivers of the field, Michael James in 31st, Nathan Johnson, last season's Daytona winner, in 32nd, not the result he won here at Daytona in the season opener. Johnny Kite 33rd, Ryan Sauer 34th, Blake McClung in 35th, had that pit road incident. And a second last pit stop there. KH Donahue in 36th, Albert Lopez 37th, Andrew Quetta 38th, JJ Venezia 39th, Michael Malm in 40th. Did not set a lap here tonight at Daytona, believe so, but to speak to our top 3 interviews here, finishers, excuse me. And Daniel Molnix will be up first here. Your race winner here tonight, Daytona. Hey, hello Daniel, got a copy?
Yep, I got you.
What a win it was for you tonight. You just held on to the outside lane and defended well from John Peterson. Talk us through that last 2 laps.
I mean, all thanks to John right there pushing me. There was a few times I'd kind of jumped out hoping that some guys would go with me whenever we were kind of single file, and just about every time I would be the only one out there. And then we got that caution, and I was outside lane, which I wanted to keep anyway, because that, the bottom lane just got bogged down so bad. Out of the corners, you just couldn't get a run, and you couldn't push, whoever the leader was clear to kind of get the line going. So once I got the outside lane and had control of it, I just wanted to keep that, and because I assumed whoever was behind me was either going to push me or take us all 3 wide, and fortunately I think the 3rd or 4th guy in line went 3 wide, so that had helped the whole way. But yeah, all of that right there was on John. Great pushing.
Yeah, I mean, you win at Daytona. What does it mean to you to get the first win of the season and for the season off right also?
I mean, got the first one out of the way for the season, so now it opens up a lot more in the playbook as far as point racing or, going for wins, stuff like that. But dude, it's Daytona, man. I rarely ever get wins here, so I'll take every one of them I can get.
Yep, congrats on your win here tonight at Daytona. Anyone I think for tonight's win?
Everybody at Rectum Racing, Sam putting this on, you guys broadcasting it, and just everybody in the field tonight. I mean, for 100 laps to have, a packed field and only have 3 cautions, hats off to everybody.
Yep, and congrats on your win here tonight at Daytona.
Thank you.
That was Daniel Molnick's our race winner of the Rabbit Hole Podcast.com. 250, we're going to speak to our second place finisher of John Peterson. Mentioned he won the Rookie Rumble to even get a chance to qualify in, and he ends up in second, almost wins this one here tonight. Hello, John, you got a copy?
Hello?
To round yourself off in the second, we were just mentioning that you won the Rookie Rumble to get into the field to even have a chance to qualify. Just talk us through your journey throughout Speed Weeks pretty much, or I guess 2 Speed Weeks pretty much for you, and almost winning this race here tonight.
Well, I ate some soup during this last 3 weeks. It was a lot of fun. I had to make it my way through the C main. Won the C main. Didn't think I was gonna make it through the B main. I had a unfortunate accident on the last lap. My car was destroyed, but unfortunately for me, Diddy Racing builds some tank of cars. Like I'm legit tanks because I'm pretty sure I ate the backstretch wall or front stretch wall pretty good, but we made our way into the race. Started 28th, and from there, I was just trying to bide in line. My goal was to get in the top 10 before lap 10. Unfortunately, I didn't hit my goal, but I think all all I think I did a pretty dang good job this week.
Yeah, I mean, finishing second at Daytona is nothing to scoff about. I mean, great run for you. Anyone like to thank for tonight's good run? And just pretty much the last 2 weeks, good run for you.
Oh yeah, man. Man, I gotta thank my friend Will. He sponsored me. He's on my hood of my race car. Uh, so I gotta really thank him. He's one of my best friends. I gotta thank my other friends, Garrett, Cam, uh, Cal, Lovell, my boy Ray. I gotta thank him. I I I don't know where I would be without my boy JJ, the owner of my race at DT Racing. I gotta thank John Peterson, or sponsor John.com. That is sponsor John.com. Go to sponsor John.com if you'd like to sponsor me. I'll put anything on my hood. I'll put anything on my side. Faces, within the rules on my car.
Yeah. Well, like I mentioned, congrats on your second place here tonight at Daytona. We'll see you next week at Las Vegas.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually going to Vegas next week too, so oh man, I'm so excited.
Yep, we will see you later.
Heck yeah.
That was John Peterson there in that second place spot. We're going to bring in our third place finisher of Isaiah Walters. Isaiah, you got a copy of this booth?
Hello, hello.
Finishing up in third place. You ran up front all night long. You managed to get a top 3 here tonight. Talk us through your last 2 laps and just your race overall.
Being that far back in line, it's really just a matter of seeing who goes with who, and me and my 22 of Kyle teammate. We got some good all-tail exposure, and it was just very mind-racking those final 2 laps. You never know when it's really gonna go wrong. But overall, I'm very proud of the finish. We had a good example that we can think back on for this league. Very good starting point. Hope we can carry that racecraft and did it in following races.
Yeah, only 3 cautions here tonight with a 40-car field. Very, very clean overall and a clean finish also. So, anyone I think for tonight's third place run?
I think my teammates, especially the 22 of Kyle, me and him are excellent duo plate tracks, and it's always a treat to be able to push them.
Well, congrats on your top 3 here tonight at Daytona, and we'll see you next week at Las Vegas.
Thank you. Thank you.
As that was your third place finisher of Isaiah Waltrus at 60 Machine. So like I mentioned, next week we go to Las Vegas for race number 2 of the SuperStar Arca Cup Series. And what a win for Daniel Molnix here tonight. And we will see you next week, next Wednesday at 8:15 Eastern Time at Las Vegas.